Today on Look What Just Found, look what just found. We are looking at 3 penny rolls that we're going to search through today. This is kind of like a redemption video. Episode 52 I felt was a little on the weak side. And we did find 4 really nice wheat cents, that I have to say. We did find, see, I should be more grateful, right? We did find we found, I think, 582s, and one was a copper small date, not a D, of course. And we found 3 AU pennies, which I keep the these are the best rolls, man. These are like gifts, those federale ones. I'm gonna have to open those up off camera from now on. They take about 2 or 3 minutes for me to get them out, unless I just start breaking them open. I did order 1,000 of these. I'm gonna call them tubes. Yeah, I knew this one was gonna have a lot more zincs. That's what I should have put it for first. It doesn't matter. I can still look at it first. Well, you know what? It's mixed. There is copper in it. But I was wondering if those were going to be, because that stripe roll tends to have more coppers for some reason. Okay, so let's see. And, you want to hear something funny? Hold on, 2016. I got to check the VDB on the bottom. Yeah, I see that in the face, little circle. Nobody cares about that anymore. And, wow. First cop is a 42. Let me put up on the board 42. Why couldn't you be like a 43p double die obverse, huh? No, I'm still thankful. Thank you. I did my first video this morning without coffee, and because I've been drinking coffee with my first video. It's actually on my checklist, right? Look at that green. It's beautiful green, like aqua, right? I'll put this into the fine group. But before I started doing videos like consistently, like about over 2 months ago, let's say, right? Christmas time, really, of 2023, if you're watching this way into the future. And sometimes I had coffee. Before that, I didn't always drink coffee right. Wow, 53, look at that. Super early in the morning, so it was kind of like a, trying to fast little thing, that I was doing. Okay, we got our first AU. Copper. But ever since I started doing the videos consistently, that's a lamination error. You could see that right away. That color is not right. That's improperly mixed. Yeah, that's copper, and that's like, I don't know, like more zinc or something in it. Somebody dropped something into the batch. You can see a little bit there. Of course, it's mostly copper, but I've seen these before. But it's not oxidation. Just the way the penny comes out like yellowish. I won't keep that one. If they're really, really, I found some that were super duper, duper, duper. You know what? That was a 94, and I rushed through it. No. Where's it at? And the 94 reverse, you need to really check for double die. Just an extra second, you know. I just want to catch myself because I was rushing through it, and that's not the right way to do this. So I started drinking coffee more regularly in the morning when I switched with the video, and I even put it on my checklist. And this morning I said, you know, I'll have my coffee after my first video. Well, don't you know, halfway through the first video, I'm jonesing. And it was like, I don't want to call it instant regret. In fact, let me have a little sip right now. But, and I also drink water. Call it my caffeine chaser. I don't want to call it instant regret, but I mean, maybe it made it sweeter for the second video. For number 2. Thought it was a compa. Nice. I will put this. Let me weigh it. I don't weigh all of them, but sometimes I just like to weigh a random one. 305. I'm gonna put it with the AUs. It's just too bright. So this is it. This video puts me and you and all of us 10 days ahead. And that is the goal. I mean, I've been talking about another week. Look at that. Is that 3? That's 3. You know, these are unsearched. That's the goal. To stay 10 days ahead. If I drop down, okay, then I guess. What do you think? You think this is a kappa? It looks like a kappa, but it's, wow. Whoa! Wow, what a beauty. See, now this one here, see, now look. We just happen to have all 3 rows today, right? We got the circulated, we got a fine, we got 2 AUs. But sometimes I don't even find one. I don't even find keepers, you know? This is one of them. This is a keeper. It even has some, you see that little bend there? So it even has that's a die error because look, everything else is nice and smooth. It's not even hit. Wow, it looks, what a beauty. What a beauty. So we found the beauty. Copper beauty. We found the copper beauty. Now the last row, which I should have done first, right? Just for suspense and all that. Is going to be not as good. That's a beautiful little crimson look. Oh, it's another 62. I'm going to check out that 2. That 2 is so, you see all that shadow in front of it? Like it's so deep. Just want to make sure it's not doubled. Some beautiful oxidation toning on this. Amazing. I'm going to weigh it. It feels so heavy. And it's actually light. 302. I'll put that with the fines. Another 62. What do you think? This person was collecting 62s? I don't think so. One day we'll find a white AM. A million rolls later. Yeah, so we're 10 episodes out now. So that's awesome. Now I only have to make one video a day to maintain the 10-day out schedule. And if something happens, I got, I have I have 10 days of video up. So I'm good. Right? Just like a regular TV show, right? Look at this. I wish that was a doubling. One down, 2 to go. All right. Woof. 5 rolls later, we get a 2009, maybe even more than that, right? I don't know which, yesterday's video, I know where I found them. Still have not found a 2023. I think next maybe what we'll do is the, well, I have this other, I have the pocket change too we have to do, but just because we haven't found a 2023 in like, I don't know, month, that's a fine. Maybe we'll do the federal rolls. Just to look for a 2023 copper. You know what I'm saying? Like, just haven't seen any. We found, I think, in the past couple of days, we found 1 or 2 22s. That's about it. So no more three video days. Yesterday I did 3 videos in about, I think, 3 times so far in the past month. And that's a lot. I have to admit. What is this? Is copper? No. 2005. Another sip of coffee time. That's what that means. Yeah, that's rough. I did it because like a challenge. It was like a challenge. You know what I mean? More than anything. But my wife was working late, and I said, okay, let me take advantage of that. Because I try to have, um, spend time with her when she gets out of work. I'll put this with the fines. I'm not going to get crazy about that, whatever that is. So I said, oh, let me capitalize. Like a little kid in a candy store. So let me see if I could bust out 3 of them. Put that with the fines, and I did. Um, Took me all day. Put this with the fines. And then today I'm doing 2. Now, going forward, I only have to do 1 video a day. And if I want a day off, let's say I want to, well, not really. I really don't. If I want to keep the 10, now this is crazy, right? You see how my brain works? Okay, I want 10. To keep the 10, I need 11. That way I could take a day off. See, that's how my brain works. Now I feel like I have to do another 2 video day to get to 11. That way I could take the day off and still have 10. Because like I don't want to lose the 10. Anyway, that's just how my brain works. Good, bad, or otherwise, everybody has their uh, quirks is a word to describe little personality traits. What's another good word for personality traits? There's one. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it right now. It's a 2000. You see? I didn't check it. I'm not going to look it up. It's going to come to me. Double die in reverse. Let's see. It's one of those fancy words. It's going to come to me. That's a copper. Another 62? That is so weird. This person must have had like I'm thinking like a roll of 62s or something. I know we're on the second roll, but that can't be a coincidence. I mean, it could be a coincidence, but it can't be. Yeah, look what Jess finds. Jess can be a little obsessive. Yes, I can. That's part of who I am, you know. Love me or leave me. Remember that? Oh, man. Reminds me of like a John Bon Jovi song. That was good music, man. That's when radio played some good stuff, let me tell you. John Bon Jovi. Living on a Prayer. That's a beautiful 82. I'm going to say it's a large date. I think this is a zinc. It's a beauty, though. Yeah, 2.55. That's nice. That's what people are looking for, you know. When I look on eBay at sold stuff for the 82s, it's the nice quality ones, you know. I'll put that with the fines. It's a little dirty, but still, it's really nice. We're on the final roll. Oh, if this is a copper, man, that would be just tremendous. I know it's not. I know it's a zinc. What? Wow. It's funny. I was just talking about. Wow, it's just so weird. And it's a copper 82, large date. But what a beauty! That's two of them. Okay, but that's nice for. Well, it's nice for eBay. That's for sure. Don't forget the eBay store. Buy a penny. Help the channel out. Hey, don't forget to leave thumbs up. Speaking of help the channel out, I know I went over it ad nauseum in the previous video, but I guess I just have to keep asking and asking and asking and asking. If I get 10 comments, but only 5 thumbs up, there's something wrong with that equation, you know? Because you're taking, you know, you're taking extra time to write me a comment, which I love and appreciate. I'm so happy about. But the YouTube algorithm, these people need to see the thumbs up. So just click that, please. Please, 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 please. I tell you, some of these just feel heavy. I'll weigh it. It's got to be at least 3.1. That's going to be my guess. I tell you, look at Jess. Look at Jess. I had to show you. You wouldn't believe me. You wouldn't believe me. Yes, you would. You all know I'm an honest guy. You all know I'm an honest dude. You'd believe me. That's a fine. I'll put that with the fines. Got a lot of fines today, that's for sure. I'll move this over a little bit. Saw that. I'll take a look at that under the loop in a second. Just to see if it's a cud. Now look at that 9 also. 9's damage. And above the N is not a good example because there's like a little line going through it at the top, like from something, but nothing major. Whoopsie. So I hope everyone is really enjoying these videos. I mean, we're looking at pennies, right? So what's the big deal about looking at pennies? Well, I think for some of us, it is kind of a big deal, right? It's a nice hobby. It's entertaining. It's readily available. It's a learning experience. It's part of United States history. 2000. You know, it's a treasure hunt. So there is a lot of entertainment value associated with coin roll hunts, pocket change. I mean, pocket change is great too, right? Something you find at the store, right? I mean, to find a silver coin, right? That's one of my best videos. If you type in war nickel into the search, you'll find my video on where I found the war nickel from the pharmacy. I put that with the finds. and the channel's grown a lot, right? So I mean, obviously that means people are enjoying the video, so that's super duper cool. I'm enjoying making them, you're enjoying watching them. What else can we ask for? I'll hold on to this one. I like these. Oh, I learned a new term yesterday. As long as we got a minute, I'll go over it. And I don't know, I haven't done that much research on it, but I did see that it appears to be a real thing. And I don't know if it has to do with the blister plating on the zincs. But blister plating is when is the gas bubbles that get caught on the surface of the penny. Then they pop sometimes, right? And they cause these little holes or craters. So I don't know if the term is called zinc rot. I never heard of it before yesterday. Zinc rot. And that seems to be the explanation behind the zinc pennies when they look like they're all acid out, you know, like all destroyed from acid. They call it zinc rot. I found a few pennies, I think yesterday, that, like, you know, a significant portion of the penny was rotted away, or it looked like acid fell onto it, which of course it's not acid. And so I did some research into it, and they called it zinc rot, which I bet you that's nice. That goes with the I don't know if I'm gonna put this with the AUs or into the special pile. I'll put it with the AUs. Might be a little nicer than that, but I'll put it with the AU. 84D. I'll look at that D real quick. Nah, it's just smashed. Well, on the little bit of a tip you can see, but again, if it's smashed, you might see that extra line. I'm not messing with it though. So that seems to be so. But I guess if I was to go deeper, I would say that it comes from the gas bubbles, you know, or impurities or whatever, where it exposes the zinc underneath the clad, and then that's what I guess zinc deteriorates from the atmosphere, moisture, and all of that. So I thought that was pretty cool. I would share it with you. Zinc rot. It's a word of the day. Besides whatever that other word is that I can't think of. Yeah, I see that. That's the gas bubble. I don't know if that's a gas bubble. Is that zinc rot? Well, it's getting there. Not necessarily a good example of it, but it's getting there. Idiosyncrasy. That's another word. That's another word that describes character trait. Idiosyncrasies. We all have our idiosyncrasies. Little character traits, idiosyncrasies. That's pretty. See, most likely a minting error or done at the mint. You know what I mean? Whatever, because it's not done on, it's not from the floor. I'm saying whatever it was, something scraped this really hard, like a machining. So it's probably done at the mint. And there's no circle there from the crimping. It's just a beautiful one. One or two strikes going down for whatever reason. Idiosyncrasies. I think one of the forms of that word is called idiosyncratic. So if somebody has a certain type of behavior, they'll call it an idiosyncratic behavior. I'm drawing a blank, though, for today's topic, bonus feature. Am I supposed to say that? Oh, an 82. 82, large date. I think it's a copper. Yep, 304. Another 82. We found some really beautiful 82s, that's for sure. I guess that's okay. I could just say, hello. And that's all she wrote. Thank you for coming, and I'll see ya on the next one. Let me see. I gotta figure out this whole thing with the all these months. I haven't been doing a bonus feature for months, but there's something. Look at this. Look at this. Jess is falling apart. It's got to be some way, something I haven't figured it out yet. It's so funny because you get to watch. I get to watch it too after I do the video, but I'm still figuring out little. I mean, I have this little tripod that I've been using from day one, and that my wife gave me. God bless her. And I have my little office space here, and I have the little space on my desk, and I have to manipulate everything ever so specifically, so that I don't know. So everything's halfway decent, you know. Coffee. Did you ever watch that video? Oh, what's his name? The famous guy who has the podcast, Joe Rogan, and he interviews. I don't know if it's Jordan Peterson or not, but I don't know. Maybe if you type in Joe Rogan and caffeine, and they do a. I think it's Jordan Peterson, and talks about his experience getting off of caffeine for whatever amount of time and then getting back on. I did that one time in my life. I got off caffeine for about 3 weeks. And I remember for the first week, I felt like I had lead in my feet. Felt so heavy. It was horrible. The withdrawal was horrible from vicious headache the first couple of days also. And I just wanted to have coffee again, caffeine again. I remember the first time I had that cup of coffee, and it was very similar to how it was Jordan Peterson described it. It was like almost like a psychedelic experience. I had that first cup of coffee after like 3 weeks, and within like seconds, I felt like I was floating over the ground. It was crazy. That's just to show you that caffeine is a strong chemical. You know, there's no, I mean, it's in everything, right? I think it's in chocolate to a certain degree, but nothing like that. But soda, diet soda, even they have like the sparkling water, no sweetener, no this, but there's one that has caffeine in it. And I remember because I that's what I drink. I try not to drink soda or diet soda. I try to drink sparkling water, and the boxes all look kind of. I mean, after a while, they all look the same, you know, with the cans. And I just remember one. I was like, "Whoa, this one tastes really good, better." You know, had no sweetener in it, but I remember just be like, "Oh, I like the taste of this," and I was like, I knew something was wrong. I said, "Let me look at the ingredients because it says no this, no this, no this," and then it said caffeine added. And I was like, I knew it, man. I was like, I knew there was something you could. Caffeine has a flavor. It's probably, I was gonna say innocuous. Innocuous. Did I use that word correctly? Caffeine in seltzer, sparkling water, tastes innocuous. See, in my mind, it means a very difficult to determine. I could be wrong. How I could have used that wrong. And but I tasted it. I tasted it. I'm telling you, I tasted it. I tasted the caffeine in it, and I stopped. I didn't want it. I didn't want to buy it with caffeine because I have coffee. You know, I don't want to overdo on anything. I don't even want to take medication. I take a couple because doctor told me I have to. But if I can hopefully, if I can change that around, I will. All right. Well, that's the bonus feature, whatever that's worth. Don't forget to give thumbs up. It's supposed to help with the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you in the next one.